Hello there, and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. It's a match review today of Leeds United 3, Leicester City 1. What a result this was for Leeds United on Friday night at Elland Road. A bumper crowd. It went absolutely mental come full time, didn't it? But it wasn't all rosy for Leeds, was it? But the end result certainly was. We're here to unpack today, and just a minute to say, thank you for all these new subscribers. I'm now hit 800 subs. I think that's about 13 new from I think it was it Wednesday night when I did the live stream with Ant. So thanks, Ant, for having me on, and thanks everybody for going across to my channel and subscribing. Remember to keep watching and share the videos and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, I think most of the new subscribers are probably Leicester fans. Apologies for that. I'm not really too sorry, obviously being a Leeds United fan, but shoot me, obviously what a great win that was for Leeds. So look, we're unchanged. From the win at Plymouth, this game had been given a monster billing, hadn't it? Really, a monster kind of build up. Uh, Obviously the two teams both at the top of the Championship. Leicester City were 9 points clear of us before kick-off. We were second, level on points with third place Ipswich Town, and we'll get to the results today as Saturday in towards the end of the video. One reason why I wanted to do it today was just to see what the situation was looking like when Southampton and Ipswich have both played their games. They have now played their games as of recording, so we'll touch on that in the last of the video. But yeah, unchanged from that win over Plymouth, and yeah, it didn't start too well. Leeds United, I don't know whether Enzo Maresca's comments, beforehand had got into the players' heads, where they were so eager to prove him wrong. Basically, that's how it looked to me. Looked like they were too, rushing everything, wanting so hard to prove the manager wrong and get a win here and shut him down and shush him up. This is what it looked like to me. They were rushing everything. We look at this Perot chance. It was a lovely play initially by Rodon down to Archie Gray down that right hand side. He cut it into Willie Nonto, who flicked it into Perot in the sort of level on the penalty box. Instead of looking to his left hand side and slipping in Chris Somerville, he just whacks it over the bar. And you think, come on now, you're good players. You just need to calm down, relax, and play your own game. Stop rushing everything. We saw it again with Willie Nonto rushing into the box, heavy touch, and their defence gets it clear. Again, Chris Somerville as well had an opportunity, didn't he? Heavy touch allowed Vestergaard to get back and get the challenge in. So Leeds United looked rushed. We looked panicked. We didn't look like we were handling the pressure well at all. I'd be absolutely honest. And Leicester City, on the other hand, looked far, far more composed in that opening exchanges of the game. A few half chances. I think Dewsbury Hall hits one wide, Winks hits one wide, and then Patson Daka brings a great, smart save off Melier, which eventually leads to their goal from the corner kick. Kieran Dewsbury Hall whips the ball in. Leeds United are all at sea at the back. It's really, really frustrating to watch. Daka gets the first head on. It's a nice little flick across the goal, and Wout Faze, right? Wout Fass, is it right? Right, Fass. Wout Fass, I think, is the way you say his name. Obviously, we know him. Crazy hair. Heads the ball in the net unmarked, and it's criminal from Leeds United because you've got Willie Nonto, who's probably the smallest man on the pitch. I don't know how tall Fass is, but he's a tall bloke. Mismatch. Willie loses him. Archie Gray's all at sea as well. And he just heads down into the ground, bounces up and into the goal, and the 1-0 up on 15 minutes. You've got to say they deserved it. They controlled everything. I think this is what was really frustrating me was we were losing the battle in the midfield area, which we talk. There was a lot of talk, and there is a lot of talk from the start of the season. Who's better, Winks or Ampadu, and this, that, and the other. But Ampadu obviously played at centre back. But Harry Winks and Kieran Dewsbury Hall were running the show for me, absolutely running it. And Leeds United completely lost control of it there. So many loose passes, so many just losing the ball, not doing enough with possession. Because actually, after the I don't know what these stats are like, and on paper, and all this data you've now got to look at in terms of stats and stuff in a football match. For me, just old school, watch it how you see it and say it how you see it. Never mind the stats, because I think some of the stats we actually were better than Leicester, but on the pitch, to the naked eye, we were definitely not. I think, like I said, the two lads in the centre of midfield for Leicester were absolutely running it. It was almost like they were just completely bypassing us, Kamara and Gruev at times, and just going straight for their wide men who were, Fatawu and Mavididi, who had the moments, we'll get on to the second half in a moment, but they had the moments in the first half. But ironically, I think Leeds held more of the ball in the first half after Leicester City scored, without creating much. We were trying, but again, like I said, it was so frustrating to see Leeds just huff and puff and rush things. And for me, I've got to say, it probably the first team to come to Elland Road to really shut down Joe Rodon. Joe Rodon looked like panic stations. I had to check. Is Liam Cooper playing in this game for a moment, because he didn't look at his usual self, and that was probably because he was being pressed so hard. Misplaced passes, looked panicked on the ball. Ampadu didn't look too much better either. They really did do a number on Leeds in that first half and in the second half as well. But yeah, Leeds looked panicked at the back and rushed, and obviously Chris Somerville, who you might have pinpointed as a man to watch, particularly on our side before the game, he hadn't barely had a kick. He had that opportunity, like I said, where he a heavy touch saw him just run away from him, didn't it? Unfortunately, um, but yeah, they didn't allow him much at all, and Willie Gnonto was in and out of the game. Couldn't really get anything going either. Their defence, I thought, Vestergaard was very good, and like I said, Faust um, at the back was decent as well alongside him. But we're all it was a lot of play in front of Leicester. It was very comfortable, really, even though we had a lot of the ball in that first half after they scored. Wasn't much in the way of chances for them after they scored as well. I think they were probably quite happy to contain us and try and hit us on the break, which is how the second half kind of started. I mean, I was crying out at half time, please get Yo Perot off, because I thought he played, excuse me, I thought he played terribly, to be fair. Snatched at a couple of chances early on and just didn't look comfortable, to be honest. I was willing him to go off at half time and Bamford to come on. I also actually wanted Archie Gray off at half time. I thought he looked quite uncomfortable as well, more often than not, against Mavididi. I thought maybe the experience of Connor Roberts might be better suited at, right from the start of the second half. Anyway, no changes from Fark. Um, as it was, his substitutions won us the game, really, so you can't really complain too much. But it started in similar fashion to the first half. Leicester were peppering us with chances. All right, quite happy for us to have the ball, but Leeds weren't really doing much with it. Knock it side to side. It was like a pattern of play. Knock it side to side. Ooh, dear me, a loose pass, and Leicester have got it again quickly, counter-attacking us, and it happened a few times. Mavididi had an opportunity which was well saved by Meslier. He had another chance which I think was straight at Meslier, and then it was just almost after wave of Leicester City attack, and Leeds weren't helping themselves, consistently giving the ball straight back to Leicester with silly, silly passers, loose passing. It was really poor. Um, and then and then they continue to pepper the chance. I thought Mavididi had a good game, but needs to work on his shooting by that showing. I know he's a good player usually. I think he'd have popped that one in it that he had in. That would have put the game to bed. Look, listen, if they'd have got a second goal, that was it. that was game, set, and match, and it might have ended 2 or 3. It might have ended 3, maybe even 4-0 at that stage because they were. If that second goal had gone in, they were cooking, they were comfortable, and I think they were comfortable anyway at 1-0. But obviously the chances missed in the end, bit them in the backside because the offside goal was unfortunate again for Leicester, not from our point of view, but definitely from Leicester's point of view, it was terrible, terrible to unforgivable to miss those sort of chances. Really, away at Elland Road where we're unbeaten and you've got an opportunity to go 12 points clear of us in second and put the game to bed with a second goal and we were really at sea. Really at sea. I think Junior Firpo was probably the most the man that did the most for me. I was shouting at him in the second half, "Come on, man, get your feet sorted and get a pass to a white shirt." You know what I mean? But he got whipped off incidentally. But the offside goal, like I said, let's get to that because it's a corner kick. Vestergaard, I think it is, rose high enough and it comes off the post. We kind of get bodies in and around and quickly enough to sort of thwart Chowdhury getting on the ball quicker than he did. He heads it, but it comes off rudder, doesn't it? Last, it's easy to see from the replays. It comes off rudder, which means Patson Daka should not have been offside. Um, he puts it in fair enough. Spins on the spin, puts it over Millie into the sort of side netting of the net, runs away. But it's straight away. The man's the fourth official's linesman, sorry, is straight up with his flag offside. There wasn't much chance for him to even think he'd scored. But let's be honest, if that goes to VAR in the Premier League, that's a goal, I think. So at the end of the day, we're lucky that we don't have VAR in this situation. Um, but yeah, that was a really lucky escape for Leeds. And I'll be absolutely honest, I did not see it coming. I did not see a goal coming for Leeds United. We were having a lot of the ball, but like I said, it was side to side to side, not doing much with it. Leicester were very, very comfortable, in my opinion, just sort of thwarting our sort of pathetic, attempts at getting forward. But then, Jorginho does what he does best, really, which is pick the ball up, sort of fairly deep in the opposition's half and run at them. Be direct, and that's what he is. He's strong, as we know, and he muscles his way into the penalty box, cuts the ball back. I think it comes off a defender last. I'm not sure, but Ruter got the assist. And there's Connor Roberts to sweep the ball into the far corner. It's a great finish through one of their defenders' legs into the net. He's obviously come on for Junior Firpo, sort of 70 odd minutes. Obviously, by that time, Patrick Bamford and Dan James have come on the pitch, who completely changed the game as well. So Daniel Farke, congratulations to him for his substitutions. When you get it right, you get it right, and those lads really changed the game, really unlocked Leicester and gave them something else to think about. Because Willie Gnonto, with all the will in the world last night and every game he plays, really, he wasn't at his best. I mean, we've seen the best of Willie over the last few weeks. We definitely didn't see it last night. He was, like I said, maybe Cree and Willie Gnonto were just too fired up for it and trying to do the right thing too hard, maybe. And you know what it's like if you're trying too hard, you often mess things up, don't you? So, they just need to relax and take the time and play the football that we know they can, that they know they can. But I think maybe the occasion and the words of Enzo Maresca trying to, like I said, trying to prove him wrong, maybe that just got to them a little bit. And they didn't have the best of games. It was the right thing from Farke to swap Dan James, because Dan James was quick. He gave him something else to deal with. And like I said, Roberts as well, I was calling for him, like I said, at half time. Really, really good contribution from him. We're on 80 minutes at 1-1. The crowd is absolutely buzzing. It's electric inside Elland Road. And those nights, that there's probably only going to be one winner. And where was that Leeds United for 80 minutes? I have no idea. Leeds were lethargic and very passive in this game for me and really didn't deserve anything from it. But that's football. You know, you don't finish your chances off, you get punished. And we really did punish them extremely well. It gets to the 83rd minute. Jorginho Rutter again has a chance, has a hand in this goal. He didn't have a great game all in all, but he was a hand in pretty much three of the goal, all three goals, didn't he? In the end, he again is quite industrious around the Leicester City box. Passes it eventually, I think he passes it off to Gray, doesn't he? Out, he's sort of in just inside the box or outside the box. He obviously lets fly. It comes off Nasser Chowdhury, and then it comes off so Chowdhury, and then it comes off Faust again, and into the net. Wrong foot's Hermanson in the goal, and you can just see. I can just see it going in. I'm thinking, crikey, that's fantastic because we didn't deserve it at all, and you know, it's his first goal. I think it has been officially given to Gray because I mean, the shot, if it was a shot, didn't get any obstructions. It might have gone on target. I don't know, or maybe it was a cross. I don't even know. But I think it's been officially given to Gray. I'm not even sure. On where I've looked, it's given down as Gray's goal. Couple of deflections. Funny it came off Faust really because I think he was complaining and complaining and complaining. I'm not really sure why he was complaining after that goal went in, but yeah, I think he has the ability to wind people up, and I think he had done that, in the rest of the game, and so when things happen, it's fortuitously for us, it was excellent to see, really. But there you go, and then they rally a little bit, have a few free kick situations, but nothing comes of it. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. I know because I was listening to the Leeds United coverage of it, and they're buzzing. Brinlaw and Tony DeRigo. I'm thinking, lads, just calm down. It's at least 10 minutes to go here. The 84th minute plus added on time. Just calm down. We're only one goal up. Leicester have the quality to eventually get one of these things right, but they didn't. We go up the pitch again. Rutter is a catalyst for this third goal. Really, again drives at the Leicester City defence. Yannick Vestergaard, who was quality all told in the game, I felt wasn't it at that moment, and he got booked. It was an obvious foul. I don't know again why he was complaining so much at that. And you know what? I actually felt it was going to go in this goal, and Dan James sweeps it along the floor, hits off Bamford again fortuitously, and wrong foots the goalkeeper, and it's into the top corner. He gets a hand to it, and everybody runs off celebrating, thinking it's Dan James. It was actually Patrick Bamford's goal. Dan James gets the assist. Patrick said he felt silly, didn't he? Because he ran off a completely different direction to everybody else, and but it was his goal. But nobody's seen it. Everybody thought it was Dan's goal, but it doesn't matter who scores the goals, does it? As long as Leeds United win, it doesn't matter who scores the goal. We've seen it many times. All these players couldn't chip in with goals and goal contributions, so we're lucky to have that sort of attacking prowess, really. And now we sit second, 6 points away from Leicester City. Leicester City looked absolutely. I mean, you would be. You were absolutely deflated at the end of the game. The guys in blue shirts, in blue kits on Elland Road last night. They looked beaten, to be fair, and that's two defeats in a row for Leicester now. It happened again against Middlesbrough and Leeds in the reverse fixtures, and it's happened now a few months later in February. So, maybe they can bounce back with a win. They were better than us. You have to admit they were better than us. If only from a Leicester point of view they could finish the chances. They didn't, and we capitalised, and it was a fabulous night, really. It looked electric at Elland Road. And if you went, leave me a comment. How buzzing were you? Did you fall down a few sets of stairs? When those goals went in the ground, because mental scenes. Absolutely raucous in the end. But That's the way football is. Elland Road is an absolute cauldron when it gets going, and it did finally in the last 10 or so minutes of that game. So that was excellent to see. Obviously, from our point of view, absolutely buzzing with that fabulous win. It's 9 on the spin now. You know, Huddersfield, derby game at Huddersfield next, on Saturday. Before that, the Chelsea game, not really too bothered to be fair about that one. Do what you like, Leeds, for me in that one. But it'll be a good test, to be fair. And then obviously we crack on again with Huddersfield on Saturday, and it's you've got to say, you know, of the games coming up, the winnable games, the winnable games. So hopefully Leeds can really start to put the pressure on and secure a second place finish. I'm not bothered really. Whether we win the championship or not, it's all about getting ahead of third in that dotted line because Ipswich won, so they're still behind us only on goal difference. It's 72 points each. Southampton lost again. That's 3 defeats in 4 for them, so they sit now 5 points behind us in fourth position. A little bit of a gap going on there, but Ipswich Town just just won't go away at the moment. But a fabulous win for Leeds. Fantastic. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Like I said, most of you are probably Leicester City fans, so sorry about that. But thank you for subscribing. And yeah, marching on together. It's been a long one, this one, but thank you very much for if you stuck with me over the last 21 and a half minutes. Thanks a lot. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.